If we have a black box named BB1 and we connect it to another black box, BB2, how do we know if BB1 is a power consumer or generator? Assuming that the circuit works correctly, we know that one black box is sourcing power while the other is sinking it. But which one is the generator? We cannot measure power directly, but we can use a voltmeter to measure voltage and an ammeter to measure current. So let's say we measure the voltage VAB equals 5 volts and the current I1 is 1 milliamp. BB1 and BB2 form a closed loop, so the current I1 flows from the positive terminal of BB1 into the positive terminal of BB2 and leave the negative terminal of BB2 into the negative terminal of BB1. Let's do some power calculations. We said that P equals V times I. For BB2, the voltage across its terminals is VAB equals 5 volts. The current I1 flows from the positive terminal of BB2 to the negative terminal of BB2. By the passive sign convention, the value of the current is positive. So I1 through BB2 is 1 milliamp, and the power is simply 5 volts times 1 milliamp equals 5 milliwatts. Now, for BB1, the voltage across its terminals is also VAB equals 5 volts, but the current I1 is flowing from the negative terminal to the positive terminal of the components, so the convention tells us that the value of the current is negative. Power for BB1 is then 5 volts times negative 1 milliamp equals negative 5 milliwatts. If we follow the passive sign convention correctly, the power calculation of a component that consumes power will always be positive, and for a component that generates power will always be negative. A way to remember this power polarity is to think of power as exiting a source like a battery and entering a consumer like a light bulb. When the power is transferred from the sourcing element, it is left with less power, hence resulting in a negative value. When a consumer receives power, it now has more to do its job, so the sign is positive. This is only true if you follow the passive sign convention. If you decide to change the sign of current in the convention, then you must ensure that you understand how that change affects the sign of power and all other electrical parameters.